Oh, no.
Should we park over there? I just don't see a place for her to walk.
Yeah.
She can make it up.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm not asking for a seat, just a park. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
She's short. That's all I remember. Look.
No. them to the restroom.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are you doing a solo?
I am.
Get closer to the mic.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't.
Okay, I was just gonna
on
say because I'm
Tuesday.
like feeling it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, because I'm going to pull this
How are
the
you?
mic stand over and everything.
I was like, I hope he's.
I was seeing in her ear. So, gotcha.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. You know, I've never seen it on this side. I've never seen it on this side. I've always come down this side.
Hey, what kind of thing Chris we're gonna go get today, Thank you, I was just over. May I cut through? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm done with Imagine. Please go ahead and mute me immediately so I can strike it off. Yeah. When the world becomes, the last line to Imagine, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm just checking my EQ on this picture. Yeah, that's gonna work, man. And the monitors don't really get that same EQ, right?
To update everything.
Yeah, no, it's all in there. We only have one EQ for 2 monitor sets. So. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
James, do you want to get in line? Get lined up? Get lined up? Yes.
I'll be here.
You're gonna need to unmute Thomas, I think. Why is that microphone there? Yeah. Go to the.
Yeah.
Hello.
singing, Applegate on the piano, and before that was Candia Wiley doing violin. Thank you for being here this afternoon. My name is Maria Burgess. I am serving currently as the president of the Board of Trustees here at Unity of Indianapolis. On behalf of Unity of Indianapolis, I welcome all of you, those gathered here and those joining online, as we celebrate the life of Larry Fitzgerald. To Larry's beloved family and friends, your presence reflects the many lives that he touched with his kindness, steadiness, humor, and his generous heart. I think we're all feeling it. Unity is a spiritual center where we believe that there are many paths to God, but one presence of love. Larry first walked through those doors in the 1970s and became a true pillar of his ministry. For decades, he served faithfully, tending this building and these grounds, mentoring others, serving the children in education here, and offering his time wherever it was needed. His love and dedication are part of the very foundation of this place. Today's service includes music, poems, and shared memories. Many of the songs that you will hear were favorites of Larry's. If you did not receive a program, please raise your hand and we will give one to you now. Anybody? We do have one in the front. You can bring up a program. Anybody else? Oh, several over here. Anybody can bring in programs, please? Lene's coming with them. If you can keep your hand raised, please. Restrooms are located right outside these doors, and there are additional restrooms to my left. Following the service, we invite you to stay. We are expecting food to be delivered at 3 o'clock, and all are welcome. And thank you for being here to honor a man whose loving presence continues to ripple through us all. Michael?
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and the grace. I can hear the rush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Thank you, everyone. Larry believed that God is love, and that all he ever needed to do was trust in that good. His journey was sacred and guided by that quiet faith. On December 7th, 2025, Larry and Todd enjoyed seeing the singer CeCe Winans performing this next song in person. It touched Larry deeply, and Todd felt that it was important to share it with us today. Please welcome Cathy Hill as she sings The Goodness of God. from the American Legion will now present.
I'm honored to be a member of the Indian Metropolitan Military Honor Guard to represent all branches of the United States military. We're also honored to have the Army with us today. At this point, we will provide some military honors for Larry. We will begin with the firing of 3 volleys. That will be followed by the planting of taps and the folding and presentation of our nation's flag. If you have sensitive hearing, I would encourage you to provide some protection for those ears. The rifles are going to be just outside those doors, and they will be loud. During the playing of taps, I would encourage any veterans or active duty military to stand and render a hand salute based on my verbal command to present arms. I will make that command from just outside those doors because I'll be commanding the rifle team. During the folding and presentation of the flag, out of reverence for that flag, we do ask that you observe silence. Let's skip one thing. I ask veterans and active duty military to stand and render hand salute during the playing of taps. All others are encouraged to place your right hand over your heart during the playing of taps.
Larry so believed in mankind and stated often that going to war was one of the hardest things he ever had to do. He felt war was never the answer. He believed in all people living as one in peace. On that note, let me introduce to you Greg Ziesmer, who will be singing Imagine by John Lennon.
There's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell there was. Mother's only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion to imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer. Yeah, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possession. I wonder if we can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Now you may say we're all dreamers, but we're not the only ones. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Thank you, Greg. And now coming forward are ministers Louise Dunn, Susan Boatwright, and Michael Davis.
I will now begin a 20-minute talk. Just kidding. Peace be with all of us. Can you say that? Peace be with all of us. I'm Reverend Louise Dunn, and I've had the privilege of knowing Larry for many decades, beginning right here in this room at Unity. Today we celebrate his way of being and loving. We celebrate the sacred ground of his humanity and the unique aliveness of his spirit. Larry has touched every inch of this building, every measurable inch of this church, its physical structure, and all the outside spaces associated with this little campus. Every single inch. And he did it with love. Nothing was beneath him. I have visual memories of him pulling weeds, planting flowers, painting, mopping up, fixing what was broken. He served in ways most of us will never know, because so much was done either before or after others left the building. And he did this year after year and over and over and over again. And he did it all with his love. He touched the lives of uncountable thousands of people across the years of his earthly life. It didn't matter if they were known to him or if he was meeting them for the very first time. He treated each person with dignity, as if it was a gift from God to make that connection. And he did this over and over and over again with his love. So in his memory today, and in his honor, I would like to pose a question to us, all of us gathered here in his name, a question I've been asking myself. Have we given our love? To every inch of our life, our family, our work, our relationships, and like Larry, to the strangers we meet along the way? Or are we, for whatever silly reason, holding back, waiting for a more perfect moment? Death has a way of reminding us, dear ones, that the moment we are standing in is the only moment we may be given to reach out and touch another life with our love. Let us pray. God of all creation, we thank you for the immeasurable, exquisite gift you gave us in the form of Larry Fitzgerald. Throughout this celebration of his life, please accept as our prayer to you of deep, profound gratefulness every word spoken, every note played, every song sung, every prayer whispered, every hug given and received, every sigh, every laugh, every tear, in gratefulness. Amen.
The daily word for today, Saturday, February 28, 2026. The title, I Reimagine Flexibility. The present moment is always the perfect time to soften. In thought, in body, in spirit, so we may fully embrace life. Just as healing from illness or surgery often begins with a push toward physical movement, so too does spiritual healing invite us
to release old patterns and allow fresh energy to circulate. When we extend empathy and compassion, we create a safe space where others may also soften and open. Whether or not they choose to bend, our own willingness reflects the harmony and peace of divine order in our hearts. Flexibility opens us to infinite possibilities. When we release the "this is the only way" mindset, we open ourselves to opportunities and solutions we never imagined. Relationships deepen. Creativity blossoms. Our souls feel light again. Let us embrace flexibility in mind, body, and spirit, letting our spiritual nature shape our outer world in beauty, peace, and joy. From Matthew 5:24, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First, be reconciled to your brother or sister, and then come and offer your gift. A Course in Miracles talks about a holy relationship. And while Reverend Louise talked about every inch of this building and every piece of the ground that Larry touched, my memories come from right there. When I looked into Larry's eyes and he into mine, and when I held his hand for even the briefest of moments, I was transformed. I was invited into a holy relationship that God intends for all of us. There are few people in my life who I feel completely held by, knowing in my heart that I am always in theirs. Larry Fitzgerald was one of those few. As you think on him in the quiet of your own room, your own heart, your own soul, touch that place within you that Larry touched. It is perfect. It is holy. It is love. I thank God for him. What a blessing.
So what can I say about Larry that hasn't already been said? So beautifully. He was kind, compassionate. He was a servant of God. Larry loved everyone unconditionally. If you needed something, if he had it, he'd give it to you. No hesitation. No questions. As Reverend Louise said, Larry's energy is in every corner of this building. He loved this place. He loved this community, and he especially loved the kids. Sunday school kids who grew up here, there's some are here today because Larry made a difference in their lives. He didn't talk to them like children. He spoke to them and he listened to them as the divine beings that they are. And he didn't just teach the kids in Sunday school. Oh, no. He taught all of us adults as well. Whether it was the men's study group or his work as a chaplain, or just being Larry. He lived his truth. He lived authentically, and he lived authentically, and he lived without apologies. I will miss his wisdom, and I hope to be as wise as him someday. Ed and I are about to sing a song that Ed wrote when we first became members here at Unity of Indianapolis 16 years ago. Larry loved this song. And I think he loved it because he saw in it himself is how he lived his life.
enter a quiet time of reflection through poetry shared by those who held a special place to Larry. First, the poem Body Died, Not Me, written and read by Sondra Hayes. Then, If I Were, read by Danielle Teschendorf, wife of Larry's nephew. And then finally, If Thoughts Had Shapes, written by Larry and read by his longtime friend of many decades, Kevin McGrew.
I would like to dedicate this poem to those of you who knew Larry Fitzgerald, but also understood that he wasn't going anywhere. The name, the body, not me. I was happy when it was time to go. I've been getting ready for a while, you know. Oh, now don't take it personal. Please, please don't cry. I'll still be around. You'll see. My spirit has an eternal warranty. I'm alive and free. The body died, not me. Remember that body if you must. I was born into that body, but that body wasn't me. I'm glad to be free of that decaying shell. Trying to keep it going was quite a chore. And it got to the point where it wasn't worth it anymore. I'm grateful that it lasted long enough to serve its purpose. It just wasn't working up to par. But I'm alive and free. The body died, not me. Remember the way I touched your heart? The thoughts, the joy, the spirit, the love, the energy? That was me, not the body. I'm alive and free. The body died, not me. My loved ones will never part. It was the right time. It was the right date, the right place. Not a minute too early, nor a second too late. The schedule was the secret part of the plan, you know. I did what I came to do, and I was ready to go. Don't cry or be mournful. I've been expecting to return since the day of my birth. That body wasn't designed to outlast me. I'm alive and free. The body died, not me. All around me are the most beautiful sights a soul could ever hope to see. It's eternity. I'll always love you. I'll always be with you, and I'll hold your hand when you come. I'll walk with you so you too can see the promise God made to you and me. It's eternity. I'm alive and free. The body died, not me. Eternal energy, joy, happiness, God and me. I'm alive and free. The body died, not me.
Not sure how I can follow that. This is one of the many poems written by Larry titled, If I Were. If I were a bird, I think I'd fly to the highest tree in yonder sky, to view life from high above and bask in the shade of God's true love. And when refreshed in that pure light, I'd fly back down to light the night and share that love and a melody to proclaim God's love from you and me.
So Larry, Todd asked me to speak and not be emotional. It's hard for me. I'm not an emotional guy. But I'll give it a shot. This is a poem composed by Larry. I thought this was perfect. was sent to Todd on his birthday. And I can envision it, Todd, finding it. He said he found it recently on a piece of scrap paper of the original piece, and how perfect it was to share today. It was entitled, If Thoughts Had Shapes. If thoughts had shapes like things, I wonder what they'd be. Would wonder not be wings, and reverie a seed? If hope looked like a seed, would lilies grow for grace? Would every word be a weed, despair a barren space? Would thoughts of truth not find a rainbow's radiant form? And would not peace of mind be sunlight after storm? And love, what shape would show? Love patient, warm, and true. All you I love, I know that love would look like you. It's just, it says so much. I just can't thank you enough for writing. And Todd, you're very special. Thank you.
Now we're going to shift to a few special tributes, the first being Larry's nephew, Charlie Teschendorf, followed by, we have some providers here, some clinical folks here from the VA who treated Larry during his hospital stay who wanted to speak. Charlie?
Good afternoon, family and friends. We are the nieces and nephews of Larry and Todd. Today we gather to honor our uncle, a man who was, in every sense of the word, caring, giving, and completely selfless. You often hear the phrase, it takes a village. In our family, Uncle Larry was an important and present part of that village. He wasn't just someone who showed up when it was convenient. He showed up for every birthday, every holiday, every gathering, often very late, but he showed up. If there was a reason to come together, Uncle Larry was there. And it wasn't just his presence, it was the way he showed up, with warmth and with a heart that made you feel seen and valued, showing up with a smile on his face without fail. He was always generous with his time and always brought a thoughtful gift. He didn't need attention or recognition, he was just happy giving. He simply gave his love and support because that's who he was. Although he didn't have children, he treated his nieces and nephews like his own. A village is made strong by the people who study it and the ones who quietly hold it together. Uncle Larry was one of those people. He helped create the sense of belonging that we all feel when we're together, and that's a legacy that doesn't fade. Some people talk about family being important, but Uncle Larry lived it. His actions were always louder than his words. He took such joy in having a chat about the ball game or a discussion about the ways of the world. He wanted to know how work was going, wanted to know how the kids were doing. He wanted to know what trips were coming up and what was new in all of our lives. He was so proud to display our family photos on the wall of his office. He would often call to Todd in the other room just to come in and look at one of our posts on Facebook, or just to look at a new photo that one of us had just sent to him. He helped build the foundation of our family simply by caring, by showing up, and by loving without condition. He understood that the little things weren't little at all. Being there for a cake, a graduation, a holiday, those moments became the memories that have shaped us all. And when we look back on those memories, Uncle Larry's woven through so many of them. Kindness and generosity were effortless for him. Most of Thanksgivings and Christmases, our family would often expect to set an extra seat at the table for a church member or a friend of Larry and Todd simply because the two of them didn't want anyone to spend the holiday alone. They both taught all of us to be more open with our hearts and our homes. But that's just one of the many generous acts of kindness that Larry practiced on a regular basis. The stories that we've heard of his passing, of his generosity, have been overwhelming. We will miss his presence at the table, his infectious laugh. We will miss his killer dance moves. We will miss his gentle spirit, his art of conversation. We will miss the stories of his travel adventures. We will miss his smile in the room, but what he gave us will stay with us forever. A shining example of selflessness, consistency, and love in action. The best way we can honor Uncle Larry is to carry that forward, to show up for each other and to make time for the ones we love. To be a part of the village the way he was. Uncle Larry, thank you for every birthday, every holiday, every moment. Happy heavenly birthday to you today on what would have been your 82nd. We most certainly all would have been together to celebrate. Thank you for being a part of our village. You will always be a part of it.
Hello, my name is Zach. I'm a medical resident at Indiana University, and I have the privilege of being one of Larry's doctors when he was in rehab at the VA. I want to take a moment to thank Todd for inviting me to be here today. In an increasingly disconnected world, it feels more important than ever to build relationships within our local communities. I know Larry believed in that deeply. Todd, thank you for creating this space for all of us to come together, remember, honor Larry. In medicine, we talk about the mind, the body, and the spirit as an interconnected triad, and I feel like no one accentuates this better than Larry. Though his body faced significant challenges near the end of his life, his spirit remained steady and welcoming. He formed quick and genuine friendships with the nurses and therapists on the unit. Even on some of his most difficult days, he carried himself with a quiet peace and a remarkable resolve. There's a small memory that stays with me. Maybe some of you in this room will know what I'm talking about. Whenever Larry and I first make eye contact each day, he'd raise his eyebrows and give a brief, knowing smile. It lasted only a second, but it was consistent. In that simple gesture, he communicated warmth, acceptance, and a kind of gentle humor. It was his way of saying, I see you. And I have a feeling he offered that same welcome to everyone he met. Larry reminded me that even when our circumstances limit what we can do physically, they do not have to limit who we are. His spirit continued to reach outward, connecting with and uplifting others. If we want to carry Larry's legacy forward, I think it begins in moments just like that. Small, intentional acts of kindness, a smile, a raised eyebrow, a word of encouragement, a willingness to truly see the person in front of us. So today, as we remember Larry, I invite each of us to honor him, not only with our words, but with our actions. Let's look for those small opportunities to leave someone a little more welcome, a little more seen, a little more at peace. In doing so, we carry Larry's spirit forward, and it will continue to quietly move through this world, warmly and faithfully, just as he did every day. It was an honor to help care for him.
Thank you, Todd and family, for allowing us to talk about the other side of Larry. So we're all here today because he was a nice, generous, kind man who believed in science and helping everybody. So it started with him as a young man, joining the military, really willing to be a human shield between a bullet and our kind of life here, quiet life. That's how generous that he was. And then as a young man, very proud of his studies at the university, always willing to help us advance science and medicine. And even beyond his life, he's still doing that. I've only met Larry 6 years ago, and he saw beyond the accent and he saw beyond the diploma to the human in me. And he progressed from doctor to how are you, girl? And he progressed from me doctoring him with every visit and poring over his chart and saying, what can we do to keep him alive a little bit longer, to him doctoring me during the visits. So every day I looked at my schedule for the next day and I saw Larry there. I knew that that's the day in my life, in my next day's work schedule, where I can catch my breath and recharge my batteries and be ready for the next person to be doctored. So, you know, I miss the take care of yourself, girl. And I miss the hug that he always gave me when the visit was over. And even now, the last day he was alive, he didn't hug me. He gave me his lopsided smile and a twinkle in his eye. And every time I saw Larry, I asked him, so Larry, when are you retired? And he always said, well, I'll work a little longer. But I'm going to share with you that he said, but Todd is retiring at the beginning of next year. And he had a twinkle in his eye and thought, I think he had a long line of projects for you. So he always brought joy to my life, and I'm hoping that he did to yours, and that's how I would like to remember him. And I know all about the nieces and the nephews, because we talked about all that. And I know how he liked teaching, so yes, thank you for allowing me to be part of Larry's celebration.
And now to read a tribute to Larry written by Todd is their longtime friend, Debbie Leshot, followed by music from Karen Taylor Good and Stowe Dailey, which will be coming via Zoom.
Good afternoon. My name is Debbie Leshot, and I met Larry and Tom in the early 80s and have been blessed with their friendship for over 40 years. Today I am sharing the loving words Todd has written, and it is my profound honor to deliver these words to you today. Seeing all of you here today and knowing that others are joining us online means more than I can fully put into words. There's so much love in this room. Each of you were a part of Larry's life as family, as friends, co-workers, and as companions along the way. The love and support you extended over the years, and especially during his recent hospitalization, is truly humbling. It's living proof that one life rooted in God can ripple outward further than we will ever know. Larry lived so fully,
and so deeply, and he changed me in every way possible. I am learning more each day how he changed many of you through the stories and the memories that you are sharing. Most of you here today know the depth of our life together. Some of you may only know a part of it, and there are perhaps a few that know nothing at all of our life. Today I want to honor the fullness of our relationship and share from my heart what Larry meant to me. I ask for your grace and your understanding as I do so. The most transformative moment of my life was meeting Larry. Little did I know just how profoundly that moment in 1981 would shape everything that followed. Over the many years, we built something rare and very beautiful. When I met Larry, I was 20 years old. Larry was 37. I will turn 65 in May, and Larry will be celebrating his 82nd birthday today. During these years, we grew together. We built a life that became richer with each passing year. We walked side by side through life's great events, its changes, its challenges, and its joys. To call him my life partner feels way too small. He was my home. We became one in so many ways, thinking the same thoughts, finishing each other's sentences, and learning not to change each other, but to love our differences and be okay with them. One of the most defining parts of Larry's life, and the part that profoundly shaped mine, was his relationship with God. When I first moved to Indianapolis, we attended Mass at St. Thomas Aquinas on Sundays. In early 1982, Larry gently asked if I would join him at Unity. I did, and I quickly understood why he was so drawn here. The teachings deepened my understanding of Catholicism and more. Unity is the place where loving unconditionally is not merely a spoken word, it is practiced. Where putting God first is a daily discipline. Larry didn't talk about faith often, he lived it. I would sit in awe at how he viewed everything through God's lens. He would often say things like, "Don't give away your peace. Despite all appearances, know that God is there." Each person is on their own unique and sacred path. Through meditation and service, he chose to love. He chose love again and again. Helping others was never an obligation. It was his joy. When I faced doubt or fear, I would quietly ask myself, what would Larry do in this moment? When Larry showed up for someone, you could feel it. His presence, his gentleness, his unconditional love. Because he lived grounded in God, and everyone who crossed his path felt something too. During Larry's hospitalization, he experienced some delirium while in ICU. In those moments, when life seemed stripped down to its most essential truths, Larry spoke of our future, how much he loved me, and how our love was still unfolding. I have come to believe that when life is reduced to what is most essential, only love remains. And even in his most fragile moments, Larry wanted to express his love to me. Our bond was forged in faith, in prayer, and in laughter, in decades of waking up and choosing each other all over again. Many have said Larry was as Christ-like as anyone they've ever known. He did not preach, he did not judge, he simply loved. If someone needed help, he never asked whether it was convenient. He asked only, how can I help you? And when he helped, he did it quietly. He did it unconditionally. He believed no one should be defined by the worst moment. He saw the dignity and responded to it. Larry's family was his core. One of the greatest gifts of loving Larry was becoming part of his family. And if you know them, or if you ever get to meet them, you will see the same pure, gentle spirit Larry carried. Larry would comment on so many occasions how fortunate we are to have such loving families. Please join me now in recognizing them for all their support in the years. If you knew Larry, you know that he had a special love for children. Whenever he saw a child, I would quickly find him bending on knee next to the stroller, telling the parents how beautiful their children were. Larry was also a large part of Unity Youth Ministry, the daycare at Methodist Hospital, and he also taught special education for 4 years at Howe High School. Many of the students at Howe did not have the best circumstances at home. So Larry gave students stability if they had none. He visited them in their homes. He provided supplies and offered steady encouragement. He so deeply believed in each of his students. He once shared a story about a young special ed student who had not spoken at all throughout the year. And on a special class trip to the Children's Museum, something sparked excitement in this young student. And she spoke her first words, grabbed Larry's hand and squeezed it tightly. That moment of joy touched him profoundly. Recently, a friend in Minnesota sent a card after hearing of Larry's passing. On the front of the card was a hummingbird. Larry loved hummingbirds. And the card read in part, "He fluttered briefly into her life, yet left her changed. He moved lightly, never seeking praise, leaving something sweet wherever he paused." Perhaps that is how he moves now, spreading encouragement and whispering peace. Each day since Larry made his transition, I'm discovering even more the magnitude of his love and how far it reached, how many lives he touched, and how quietly he changed the world around him. In many ways, he never even was aware of. In closing, this is Todd's expression of everlasting gratitude. Larry, from my mind to yours, from my heart to yours, we will always be connected. Saying I love you was the rhythm of our life. I feel you in the quiet, in each sunrise and sunset that you always pause to appreciate, in every act of kindness, in the stillness, in the face of a child, in our family and friends. Thank you for loving me all these years, for choosing me to walk the sacred journey with you. Your life was not just words, it was a living sermon. Your love is the greatest gift I have ever received. I promise to honor it, to live it, to extend it. And as you taught me, I will guard my peace. I will choose love. I will listen to quiet and trust. Today we celebrate you, your 82nd birthday. Until we meet again, I will carry you forward in my heart and mind forever. Love, Todd.
What an honor it is to be in community with all of you today to celebrate the life of Larry.
And we just want to say, when Todd asked us to change the tense of the chorus, it's so cool because it ends up being, it really feels like Larry telling us who he was.
a prayer is not a plea, a desperate call with tears that fall on bended knee. But breathing out and breathing in, it's God in me that lives and breathes, my trusted friend. My life was a prayer that God was praying. My thoughts were words that God was saying. My laughter was the sound of angels playing. My life was a prayer that God was praying. What if today I had a chance to move and sway? God leads the way in my life's dance. What if I knew without a doubt, no need to fear, God's right here within, without. My life was a prayer that God was praying. My thoughts were words that God was saying. My laughter was the sound of angels playing. My life was a prayer that God was praying. Was a prayer that God was praying. My thoughts were words that God was saying. My laughter was the sound of angels playing. My life was a prayer that God was praying. My life was a prayer that God was praying. My life was a prayer.
They'll be back for another song. Each new year here at Unity, we choose a word that represents the path we envision for ourselves in the coming years. And we wanted to share with you Larry's last two stones. How typical. Isn't that beautiful? So speaks to who he was. You may have noticed in the fountain room there a poster with a peace garden. We want to give you a little explanation about that because it's a project that we're undertaking here. In 2007, Larry drew a vision of what he called a peace garden. Those drawings up there are Larry's drawings. It was more than a drawing, it was an expression of his heart, a place of beauty, a place of reflection, a place where peace and faith could be felt by anyone who entered. Today, we are not simply remembering that vision, but we are choosing to carry it forward. It is our intention to bring Larry's Peace Garden to life, just outside the east entrance of our church. In this sacred space, his ashes will be lovingly spread. His work boots will be bronzed, honoring the many faithful hours he gave in service. The river rocks personalized today will be placed there as a lasting symbol of love, connection, and community. If you have not yet added your words to those river rocks, they're right there in the fountain room, and we invite you to join us. This garden will not only honor Larry, it will continue his legacy. It will be a living reminder that one person's faith, service, and devotion can ripple outward for generations. If this vision speaks to your heart, we invite you to help us make it a reality. You will see a QR code above, as well as in your program. And for those who feel called to contribute and partner with us in bringing Larry's dream to life, we thank you. And together, we build what love began. And now, Karen and Stowe for their second song.
Okay. So the spoken words that you'll hear at the beginning of the song were actually written in 1910 by Reverend Henry Scott Holland. Is nothing at all. It does not count.
I have only slipped away to the next room.
I am but waiting for you,
somewhere very near,
and all is well.
express your love for Larry today through the memory cards, the river rocks in the fountain room, and through spoken reflections. A few individuals have let us know in advance that they would like to share, and we will begin with them. After that, we will open the space to others to share. Because there is such an outpouring of love in this room, we kindly ask that each person keep their comments to a minute or two, and this will allow as many voices as possible to be heard. If you feel moved to speak, please form a line in the aisles, and the microphones are there, right in front of me. We will begin with David Bartley, Shauna Carter, and Dan Sheffield, whose written comments will be read on his behalf. After these sharings, we will welcome others who feel called to share. We're going to allow a period of about 20 to 30 minutes for this portion. David?
Todd, Larry would have loved this ceremony. I just want to say, I have known this young man for many years, and then whenever him and Larry became a partner, I thought, well, he's living in Indianapolis. I don't live in India. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. How's our friendship going to be? Well, it's been much more than I ever thought it would end up being. We have had many great experiences together. You all have introduced me to some wonderful people in my life, and I carry you both in my heart. I love you. I want to thank you for being a friend, but more than that, I want to thank you for being my family.
Good afternoon, everyone. To God be the glory. My name is Shauna. I'm Emmanuel's fiance. Most people know him as Wendy. Manny worked for Larry for over 6 years, and I'm here today speaking on his behalf. He truly wishes he could be here himself, but he isn't able to attend. Please know his love is here, his heart is here, and if he could, he will be standing here honoring the man who meant so much to him. During those 6 years, Larry became more than a boss to Manny. He became a mentor, a teacher, a steady voice. He didn't just give instructions, he gave direction. He didn't oversee the work he poured into people around him. Larry pushed Manny to grow. He challenged him. He taught him to take pride in his work and to stand firm in his responsibilities. But even more than that, he showed what real leadership looks like: steady, honest, and consistent. The kind of leadership you don't have to announce because you feel it. Manny and I hope Larry will marry us in June. That's deeply special, how special he was to us. But God needed him more. We have now moved our date up to March the 13th, and we will stand there. A part of him will be with us. Larry's legacy isn't a title. It isn't just in years he worked. It's in the people he helped build. It's in the standards he set. It's in the lessons that we echo for long after today. What meant the most to Manny wasn't just the job, it was the relationship, the conversations, the trust, the quiet example Larry set without even trying. That kind of impact doesn't disappear. It lives on how Manny works, how he leads, how he pays his hardest moments. And today is one of those moments Larry prepared him for. Larry used to tell Manny, if you have to eat a frog, eat the biggest one first. Handle the hard things, don't run from them. Don't delay what feels heavy. Face it head on. And today, this is that frog. This is the hard one, the heavy one. The one none of us ever wanted to face. But because of Larry's wisdom he poured into Manny, he knows you don't turn away from painful moments. You stand in them, you honor them, you walk through them with courage. Even now in this grief, Larry is still teaching him, still reminding him to be strong, still reminding him to face what hurts and carry it with dignity. Larry, you touched my heart personally because you was always there for us. Your support meant more than you'll probably ever know. You weren't just supporting Manny's life, you became important to mine too. Todd, you are family. We love you. We are praying that God give you and all Larry's family friends comfort and strength during this incredibly difficult time. As it says in Revelation chapter 21:4, He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying. Pain for the old order of things has passed away. That promise reminds us that Larry is now at peace, free from pain, free from suffering. Though our hearts are heavy, we can rest knowing He is whole, and the love He gave and the wisdom He shared will continue to live in all of us. And now on behalf of Minnie and myself, thank you, Larry, for believing in Him. Thank you for guiding him. Thank you for challenging him. Thank you for shaping the man he continues to become. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your example. Thank you for your legacy you leave behind. You will be deeply missed, but you will never be forgotten. Happy heavenly birthday, Larry. Rest peacefully. Manny and Charlotte.
Is there anyone else that would like to step forward to share?
My name is Chris Bowe. My lovely wife Cheryl, and today is our 17th wedding anniversary. We say happy birthday to Larry. He was a great guy, great neighbor, just like you are to us now, Todd. You're always there for us. We're so lucky and blessed to have such great guys living next door to us. So Cheryl wrote something that she's going to read to you now.
Well, I was just going to say that I guess I'm more like a stranger compared to all your stories and the length of time that you knew Larry. But I just wanted to say that I learned a lot about Larry today that I didn't know. But at the same time, everything that I heard here today is everything that I already knew about Larry. And I just wanted to say that I didn't get to see him often. But any time that I saw that he was out, I made a beeline straight to him because I always wanted to talk to him because he just had such a gentleness about him, and he had a gentle voice, and he had just a beautiful smile, and he was always kind, and he always blessed my day. And so if I saw him outside, I really would. I would just go outside because I just wanted a moment of Larry. And when I heard that he believed that God was a God of love, I believe that because he lived his whole life in love. And lastly, I'd just like to say that the fact that he chose you to spend his whole entire life with tells me everything about Todd that I don't know, but I hope to know, and I hope that we get to know you better. And I just want to thank you for being our neighbors, and I just wanted I wouldn't do my testimony, but everything that you all know about Larry, it's so true because I'm a stranger and he totally loved me too.
Hello, Unity family. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, it's good to be singing. Not the circumstances I like, but I have to say something about my friend Larry. My condolences, Todd, your family, Larry's family. I met Larry when I first came to Unity. And I came from a place that was really dark. Right around the corner, Lucille Rain's transition home. I was out there in the streets and I came here. Larry welcomed me right away. He must have seen it because he was there. And I needed that. I needed that at the time. I needed that warmth. I needed that welcome. But Larry, as most of you know, not too many words. But he showed me. He showed me with his actions. He helped me to work with him when he was in charge of landscape here at Unity. Things that he taught me just by his action, I will never forget. He's the one that kept me coming back to Unity. Every time I would come, Larry was there greeting me. Even when I went to Ohio, lived for 20 years, when I came back to Unity, I was a little skeptical. People that I knew weren't here, but when I saw Larry, I knew I was home. I knew it. He welcomed me just like we were never apart. And some of you know, my son visited me here. He lives in Germany. I talked to him today on FaceTime and mentioned Larry. He remembered. He said, I don't remember a lot of people I had met there at Unity, but I do remember him. Larry was like that. That effect that he had. And my son told me to say to Larry, rest in power. Thank you for your lessons, Larry. I will surely miss you.
Hello, I am Fran, and I attend Unity Church and have known Larry for several years. Todd, this is for you. Gosh, where do I start to describe Larry Fitzgerald? Well, I will start at the beginning with a little sprinkle of Todd in this conversation. I was invited to Unity way back, and I mean way back, when Jeanette and Laura were the spiritual leaders of Unity by a gentleman whose name is Kevin Drain. The Sunday I attended Unity, Kevin was not there, and I was pretty much on my own. Upon leaving, there was a gentleman who came to me and greeted me with a grin on his face. He had introduced himself as Larry Fitzgerald and wished me a good morning. I thought, let me give this church some time to get to know the people and what Unity is all about. Each Sunday, when the children would come marching in and down the aisle with the congregation singing, and Debbie, who at the time was one of the teachers, and the last one to come was Larry. The children would come up to the platform, and Debbie would ask, what lesson did you learn this morning? As I was watching and observing this, and this was through my eyes, I saw a humble man, honest, and seeing how calm the children were when he would speak to them. He spoke with calmness in his voice, a twinkle in his eye, and with his soft voice, we listened to hear every word he had to say. Unity for quite a while, volunteered where needed and tried to fit in. But there came a time when Unity didn't work for me anymore. I left without looking back and did not attend any church for years. One day there was a presence that was around me to go back and try again with Unity. As I walked in, there was something different that I had not experienced previously. Was it a new leader? I didn't have a clue. As I walked down the aisle and to my seat, Todd looked at me like I was familiar. I couldn't place the face. After service again, Larry came up to me and greeted me, and others did too. I thought I would try this again. As time went along, I would observe Larry as he walked with confidence, and he knew who he was. One Sunday, Larry got up and spoke about his journey in life and how he and Todd met. It was so interesting to listen to him speak. Speaking on that Sunday, I learned so much about Larry and his relationship with Todd. I knew after hearing Larry speak that he and Todd were a match for each other. I got word from the doctor that I needed cataract surgery. I went to speak to Larry about this surgery, but every Sunday for weeks, I would approach Larry to talk about this. After the service, I would rush to find Larry to have a conversation. Well, it wasn't always that easy. You had to wait in line to get my turn to speak with him. And sometimes that was a little difficult for Fran. Every Sunday, he would hear the same conversation and the same concerns about the surgery that I was going to have. He would listen to me as though it was the first time he had ever heard this conversation. And he would gently take my hand and demonstrate about the IV and reassure me that I wouldn't feel anything and everything was going to be. Larry on Sunday was always busy and was always available wherever he was in need. I will miss Larry very much, but I know he has made his transition. And the Heavenly Father greeted him at the gate and welcomed him home. He had completed his assignment here on earth. Todd, I know that Larry wants for you to be at peace. Because you know he is at peace. One day, you and Larry will meet again. But not until your assignment here on earth is complete. May you continue to be a voice here at Unity, and I will stand on my tippy toes to put my arms around you when I greet you on Sunday morning. Namaste.
All right, my name is Kent. I'm today. A couple of weeks I don't know. I'm sorry, a week before Larry passed, we went up to see him, and I told her the story. She was proud. Crystal and I were part of Unity for, this is our 4th or 5th Unity. We've been Unity for a long time, and we were thinking about leaving at one time. And we were driving away, and we said, we have 2 children who are Unity, Larry was teaching. And we said, we can't take them away from Larry. And we can't Larry would be devastated. And our kids would not grow up to be as wonderful as they are now. Larry sort of had a tear in his eye. Because he loves our children. He loves all children so much. That's his special gift, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm so thankful that he was here to bring my children to love and to show them that love is all there is, kindness is all there is. And I love him so much for that. And I want to say one other thing. The last time he spoke up here, he said that unity was like Buddhism, that it's not a religion, it's a way of life. We walk the walk, talk the talk, and I think we all should go out and live, love. Everybody you see, love them, hug them. Everybody's on a different path, even the president. So, but you got to let people do what they need to do. One of the, there's a guy named Danny Brinkley, he died 3 times, and one of the things he used to say was, when he came back, he says, we are all spiritual beings, powerful spiritual beings on you know. And so one of the things that sometimes some of us shine out a little more than others, and Larry was one of those. And when we all get to heaven, well, the real world, and we see him, we'll all know, we'll go, wow, we were lucky enough to know him. And you're a very lucky man for the time you had with him. I'm very thankful for that.
Hi. So I was fortunate enough to grow up in Unity, so I got to see Larry a lot. My whole life, he was just a staple here. I always look forward to seeing Todd and Larry. I just want to share something. I wrote this last night. I was practicing my song, and then all of a sudden I just kind of stopped and started writing, and it kind of turned into a prayer. So, just follow me. Dearest loving God and source of it all, as we come together in the mighty presence and power of God's goodness, let us see the reflection of love in every face. May we be uplifted by the supernatural synergy created by our collective hearts as one. Through every instrumentation of praise and celebration, let us lift up our voices with joy, knowing that we have been blessed by the source of everlasting love. We know, God, that no distance and no time can ever separate us from this love, because it's unconditional, it's limitless, and it's what makes us who we are. Knowing that the gift of love for one another is so much more than how we feel about someone else, because the most authentic forms of love are truly defined by how that person makes you feel about yourself when you're with them. And Larry had a way of bringing out the best in others. His presence here in this world was a gift that will keep on giving and giving. And his life and the example that he showed will keep on living through every heart that knows him. We know, God, that our minds and hearts are our connecting link to you, a beautiful mother and father, God, that you purposefully created each of us perfectly just the way we are. Let us always strive to be a harmonious tapestry of humanity as we entwine together with you the limitless, universal source of it all. Larry knew this was possible and demonstrated not only through prayer and meditation, but through how he saw the world. And through his lifelong dedication of visualizing peace for our world and for everyone living in it. Through his generosity in spreading acts of kindness, his service to help those who are less fortunate. In third world countries, he used to get up in the morning and pack up vitamins and ship them off. At the crack of dawn, he's up before the sun is up, packing up vitamins to send out. That's who he was. Let us too remember that vision of generosity and kindness. He walked the walk, and how he loved others. Let us too demonstrate through our actions your love. Larry knew the power of Christ consciousness, and he truly followed the example that Jesus came here to set for all of us to live by. Let us walk in the light of that way shown to us. Larry's soul is compassionate, forgiving, and unconditionally loving. He fully immersed himself into this human incarnation and embraced the journey by being his most genuine self. Help us, God, to be courageously authentic. He stood up in difficult times, and in the face of oppression, he fought back with love and tolerance. See us through adversity, God, with the same patience and self-worth. He evolved as a spiritual being with a life that was so well worth living, Lord. Thank you, God. When I think about Larry, his life reaffirms for me what eternal life is. I'm reminded that the Spirit of the Lord is alive. The omnipotent power of God's grace is alive. The faith that restores us is alive. The revitalizing energy that heals us is alive. The comfort that carries us when it's too much to bear at times is alive, God. As we meditate on the words that Jesus spoke, let these words continue to give the life and new meaning to us all. We know that those who knew him were changed forever just by knowing him. Reminds me of Larry. That's beautiful. Let us always remember that to be Christ-like is what it means to be a Christian, and Larry did just that. So while our friend will be temporarily missed dearly from our physical presence, let us take heart and be encouraged. Let us rise up with confidence and feel peace in every fiber of our being, knowing that he is still very much alive and is still doing amazing things through your Spirit, God, and with you always. Because wherever we are, God is. And so it is. Amen and amen. Thank you.
I'm going to be very brief. We raised our kids 1,100 miles from either one of our families. And his father passed away when Rachel was 2. She only had one grandpa. She saw my parents, she and Daniel saw my parents once a year, and they saw their grandma Hedley once a year. Larry was like another grandpa for my kids living far away from their family. I remembered that every time they had a birthday, they got a card and $20 from Larry. And every time they came to the church, he honored them. And he was the unity leader. And so I knew that while we were in here having a wonderful spiritual experience, they were back there with Larry. And that they were receiving his love and his wisdom and being guided by him. And I cannot express how much it means to me as a mother living far away from family, that he became like a grandpa to them, and that he loved them as much as any biological grandpa ever could have loved them. I worked with him on the board too, and his humility has been mentioned. There were a couple times Larry was voted to be a voting member of the board, and he traded with somebody. He said, I'll just be an alternate. I don't need to have a say. And working with him 6 years on the board was a beautiful experience too. So thank you for everything he was.
This service has reminded me of my father's service, and I learned things about him that I didn't know when I went to his celebration. He actually helped start a church in Unity in Jacksonville, Florida, and I had never known that. I'd lived in Indiana all my life. And in the service, there was a woman that I didn't know, and she was there helping to clean up, and I had said something about, that was such a great service, and she said, I didn't even know your dad, but after being here, I want to be a better person. That's what this reminds me of. I didn't know if I could find this, and I told myself if I could, I would come up here. When my father passed, his wife sent me this, and I have since read it at a celebration of life that I was asked to give. Standing by the seashore. I am standing upon the seashore, a ship at my side. He is an object of beauty and strength. I stand and watch until he at least hangs on. Then someone at my side says, he's gone. Gone where? Gone from my sight is all. He is just as large in size and mass as when he left my side. Some may say he is diminished in size, but not really. And just at that moment, someone says he is gone, and their eyes are watching. He is coming, and other voices are ready to shout, here he comes.
I wanted to just share just some brief words on behalf of my family, my Samantha, my husband, Brandon. We are so fortunate to be neighbors with Larry and Todd. There were some words shared earlier, Todd's, that was talking about how Larry is his home. And I started to smile back there because I was thinking, how can one person be a home to all of us? And that certainly just means it's God's love, right? It's God's power. Everything that he does for us and continues to do with us. One of my favorite verses is Psalm 63, verse 3, because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. And I think that just personifies everything that Larry lived and continues to live. My fondest memories, it could be as small as going in our backyard and seeing a pile of tomatoes right there that Larry brought over for us. Because never really did forget us right around the corner. Even to some bigger moments for us as a family, as we built memories. Our sweet little Beckman, knowing that you can always count the last 2 years that Santa was going to come through our patio door. And here comes Larry in his Santa suit, and he wore it so well and sat on our couch, and this sweet little Beckman would go up on his lap, and what a joy and what a gift that memory was. But what Larry probably didn't know is that it was such a gift to Brandon and me to know that he was going to be part of our family legacy and this family memory forever. You know, there's just so many wonderful moments, and just the little things and the big things matter, and they are touched, and how blessed and honored we all are to have been loved and continue to be loved by Larry Fitzgerald.
Anyone else? Okay. Before I ask Reverend Michael Everett Davis to come up for the final closing, Michael, by the way, is the minister to this wonderful unity. I just wanted to take a moment to reflect. I'd like to ask all of you to look around at this room. Just look. Look at each other. This is what Larry did. This is what love does. And I just want us to take a moment to just feel it. Isn't it beautiful? Don't we feel it? Thank you all. Reverend Michael Everett Davis is going to give us the final blessing, and please know that we have had food delivered while the service has been going. We invite you to stay, linger, tell your stories, share your love, and Thomas Pucket will be singing our final song, and thank you for being here.
Before I start talking, it's only 5 minutes. So. This is a Jewish baby blessing. In every birth, blessed is the wonder. In every creation, blessed is the new beginning. In every child, blessed is life. In every hope, blessed is the potential. In every transition, blessed is the beginning. In every existence, blessed are the possibilities. In every love, blessed are the tears. In every life, blessed is the love. There are 3 names which a person is called. One which their father and mother call them. One which people call them. And one which they earn for themselves. The best one of these is the one that they earn for themselves. The stories that we've just heard is Larry's name that he earned. To lose a life of a loved one is the most difficult thing that we experience in our human lives. It's difficult to accept or even believe that they're actually gone. As family and friends, we are devastated. We may find ourselves asking why, as if it could take the pain away. There's a song titled, I Don't Need to Know, by singer-songwriter Danielle Teschendorf. And the lyric says, I need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go, because God knows. We grieve because we love. May we find comfort in that love. May we find peace in this love. As it is written in Psalms 23, and yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. As we find ourselves walking through the shadow of grief, remember to keep walking. Lean on each other when it seems too much to bear. Call upon your faith for comfort and for guidance. Our lives are filled with moments. Some moments are so big you feel like you could fly, and some moments feel as if we may never be able to get up again. All these moments turn into the experiences that shape our lives. I believe we are all here by divine appointment. We're here for a reason. We are here to guide each other. Physically, Larry's no longer with us, but we will see him everywhere. All we have to do is look around the room, and we'll see him. Our love for Larry is what brought us here. We see him in each other. We will feel him in our hearts forever. Let us pray. Sweet Spirit, Father, Mother, God, as we prepare to say goodbye to Larry for one last time, remind us that we grieve because we will no longer see him. Remind us to celebrate the time that we have. Remind us that he is at peace without sickness or pain. Thank you for this amazing gift that we call Larry. Partner, uncle, brother, and friend. God of peace. release the spirit of our beloved into your hands. As we end this time of gathering and bid our last farewell to our beloved, we ask for your comfort upon every friend and every family member. Be with us each and every day. Let us feel your loving and strong presence in our hearts. As we adjust to life without him, we ask that your Spirit will be our constant companion, assuring us of your love and care. Fill our longing and emptiness with your overwhelming love. Let us rest in your faithful care, especially in the coming days and weeks. God of comfort, let your presence be known to each one of us who suffers from the pain of this loss. May all these good thoughts, memories, and stories be an encouragement to everyone who has come here today. We thank you, God. So it is. Amen. Namaste.
Sing a prayer with every name of God I know, so I can magnify the glory of the one, the God of light and shadows, the Spirit on the wing, the Father of creation, the Mother of the Son. I sing a prayer with every name of God I know, and each name's another window to the soul. Tell me your name and let me be whole. So many faces of God, so many faces of God, so very beautiful, so very, very beautiful, so many faces of God, so many faces of God, so very so very, very beautiful. And if it seems the world has fallen to its knees, and I am calling for the love of the divine, a savior, a messiah, a teacher or a sage, a poet or a prophet, a hero of an age. I sing a prayer with every name of God I know, and the stirring in my soul is something new. Tell me your name and let it reveal. So many faces of God, so many faces of God, so many